Welcome to every candidate, and I am Ghulam. I hail from district Bakhar. I am going to share my interview for English lecturer post. I was 16 candidate for interview at the Bultan Center, and after taking permission, I entered into the room and I was asked after sitting the first question by chairperson Irfan Tarad Saab that you are Abbas. I told him that yes sir, and he said that introduce yourself. I started, sir. I am Abbas. I hail from district Bakhar. I completed my masters in English literature from University of Sargodha in 2016. After that, I have worked as college teacher internally, and I learned some new things over there, like how to plan your lesson, how to manage your classroom, and what are some modern methods of teachings. Nowadays, I am working in school education department as primary school teacher in school education department. As far as my achievements are concerned, all my degrees are my achievements in a sense that I remain topper throughout my educational journey. English was phobia in my area, and I came out of that fear, and I did masters in English literature with distinction that I topped the session. I am very consistent that consistently this is my second English lecturer interview, and I am humanitarian that I give free tuition to village students at home. After that, they were listening me while I was introducing myself, and I was referred to first SS, and he questioned, what do you know about neoclassical age? I said that sir, neoclassical age was impressed from Greco-Roman writers. They were more concerned about rules for writing instead of content. They were writing satirical poetry, and they did not give importance to emotions. Alexander Pope and Dr. Samuel Johnson are the neoclassical writers. They are very famous one. Second question, what do you know about 18th century novel? Sir, 18th century novel, that is the production of novel, and causes for novel rise or decline of drama due to licensing act, and rise of middle class due to industrialization. So people had free time, they were reading books at home, and after that, as far characteristics of 18th century novel are concerned, they talk about the rituals and morality and customs of that time. We come to know about the lifestyle of that people, and Joseph Andrews is the first complete novel. Second question, or third question, what is difference between epic and drama? Sir, epic is a long narrative poem of significant length, and it is of national or international importance, while drama is the presentation of any theme on the stage through the use of characters and dialogues on the stage. According to Aristotle, epic is lengthier than drama, but drama is more superior as it is more near to life. Next question, what is good between novel and drama? Sir, both are very important types of literature. We cannot deny the importance of anyone, but according to me, drama is more superior to novel as it is realistic in nature and it is near to life. Next question, what is Creole? Sir, Creole, that is a second phase, we can say, of Pidgin, and it develops after some time. Pidgin becomes Creole, it develops its own vocabulary, and it is being used as first language of some specific people. After that, what is syntactical analysis? Sir, I'm not very sure, but according to me, it is the analysis of how sentence structure is made. During the all answering and questioning panel, the whole panel, they were gazing at me. Okay, let me search next question. Next question was asked that effect of mother tongue on second language. Sir, there is effect of accent on second language. Like when we are speaking English, people say that there is effect of mother tongue like Sreki on English language. He asks, Do you think that your mother tongue has effect on your accent? Me, yes, there is effect, and we cannot completely avoid that because we can minimize that effect through struggle, and I am doing it. SS1 refers me to chairperson, and he again refers me back to female SS2. Our first question was, what is dramatic irony? Ma'am, dramatic irony is a technique in which something unknown to characters in a play is known by audience or readers, like King Oedipus does not know that he has killed his father King Leos and has married his mother Jocasta. As a reader, we know that. So that is dramatic irony. What is hamartia? Next question. This concept is introduced into poetics by Aristotle, and that is a tragic flaw on the part of a protagonist that leads to his devastation ultimately, and Hamlet's hamartia as procrastination, and King Lear's misjudgment about his daughters. Next question. What is soliloquy? Ma'am, that is a stage technique in which a single person talks to himself and expresses his thoughts like to be or not to be, and Hamlet is famous soliloquy of English literature. She was passing a, we can say, encouraging smile and looking at me. Prove Shakespeare as universal writer. Next question, ma'am. He was Ben Jonson who says that Shakespeare was not for age but he was for all ages. And he is universal due to his themes like theme of jealousy, love for beauty, lust for kingship. Moreover, we can find many Hamlets and Iagos in our day-to-day life. So his characters are universal as well. What is the role of fool in Shakespeare dramas? Her next question was that. Ma'am, in Greek tragedies there used to be a chorus, but Shakespeare was not having chorus, so the role of fool in Shakespeare drama is like chorus. He is commenting on the situation and he is giving us more knowledge about the plot. He is telling King Lear that what he should do and what he should not do. Actually, King Lear is fool, but not to fool himself. He is a very wise character. Next question, what is the significance of female characters in Shakespeare dramas? Shakespeare is a very universal writer, ma'am, and he shows both sides of the picture in his tragedies. Females are inferior to men, but in comedies they are superior to men, like Portia in The Merchant of Venice. So, according to Shakespeare, in social life, sometimes females are dominant and sometimes they are submissive in their roles. Next question, Robert Browning as optimistic writer. After thinking for a while, I apologized for this question because I was not very sure about that. Thomas Hardy as a pessimistic writer. This was the next question. I replied. This question was asked from Hardy in his own life, and he says that I am meliorist, but not pessimistic writer. And meliorist is a person who says that this bad condition of the world could be better by human effort. But when we go to his novel, he is depicting the darker side of human life, like Tess suffers badly. She was not allowed to bury her single child in graveyard by the parson, and only breadwinner horse named Prince dies accidentally, so nature and society is against her. But according to my point of view, Hardy should have been optimistic too. What is underlying structure? Ma'am, underlying structure is like connotative meaning and it is suggestive in nature. For example, we say that a girl is singing a song. On literal level, we find that there is a girl who is singing a song. But when we go in deeper meaning, we find that song could be a deep or happy song. Okay, next question, definition of poetry by Wordsworth. Wordsworth gives this definition of poetry in preface to lyrical ballads, and he says that poetry is spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings and emotions recollected in tranquility. Next question, what is pity and fear? I replied, those are emotions of pity and fear, like when we are watching a sad movie or we are reading a sad, we can say, a gloomy drama, we think that the same thing could take place with us. This is also from Poetics by Aristotle. Then she refers me to chairperson and he says, ओके ठीक है इन उर्दू उसका ये जवाब था कि ओके ठीक है इन पॉजिटिव वे so while I was about to stand I requested and I again we can say that मैंने उसको उर्दू में कहा कि सर मैं अगर आप मुझे अलाउ करें तो मैं आपको सराकी पोइट्री जो है शाकिर शुजाबादी साहब को मैं पढ़ता रहता हूँ तो मैं वो आपको सुनाना चाहता हूँ उन्होंने मुझे कहा ओके श्योर और उन्होंने इंडिकेट किया मुझे बैठने का तो मैं दोबारा जो कुर्सी पर बैठ गया क्योंकि मैं उसके सामने ही खड़ा था तो मैंने शुरू किया कि फ़िक्र दा सिज भरदा है सुचेंदे शाम थी वेंदी ख्याली विच सकून अजकल गुलेंदे शाम थी वेंदी उन्हां दे बाल सारी रात रूंदन बुख तू समझदे नहीं जिन्हां दी कहीं दे बालां को रहेंदे शाम थी वेंदी गरीबां दी दुआ या रब खबर नहीं किन करेंदा है सदा हंजुआं दी तस्बीह नूं फिरेंदे शाम थी वेंदी कॾहिं तां दुख भी टल वैसन कॾहिं तां सुख दे साह वलसन पुला खाली ख्यालां दे पकैंदे शाम थी वेंदी मैं शाकिर भुख दा मारे हाँ मगर हातिम ताई तू घट काए नी कलम खैरात मैडी ये चलैंदे शाम थी वेंदी जब ये मैं पढ़ रहा था तो दे वर लुकिंग एट मी एंड व्हेन आई एंडेड इट तो मैंने कहा सर मैं इट इज़ माई हॉबी टू ट्रांसलेट सराकी एंड उर्दू पोएट्री इनटू इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज and ma'am second essay she asks that you are translating into English language. I said yes ma'am and she says okay translate last two lines into English language. I repeated those lines again in order to remind myself about the lines. मैं शाकिर भुख दा मारे हाँ मगर हातिम ताई तू घट काए नी कलम खैरात मैडी है चलैंदे शाम थी वेंदी I am the victim of hunger but not less than Hatim Tai. Pen is my charity and I charity it all day. After that she was smiling and she refers me to chairperson again and he finally says thank you and I thanked all of them and said Allah Hafiz.